Bethesda's open world games are expansive and epic in scale. However, while making grandiose achievements in gaming, it's easy to let little bugs and glitches slide. And some big ones. And that's what we're focusing on in the top 10 hilarious Skyrim glitches. Bethesda's open world games are breeding grounds for kleptomaniac type behaviour. Working for your money is possible, and relatively easy. However, there's usually no easier way to pick up a quick buck by stealing. A lot. So it didn't take long for people to find out the best tricks to do this. NPCs are usually very vigilant to thieves, especially when you have your stealthier stats at a low level. People tried sneaking in at night when the occupants are asleep. However, you have to be wary of guards. They tried sneaking in the storage rooms. However, NPCs do usually catch on and investigate what you're doing at times. But one consistent method prevails as both one of the most effective and one of the most ridiculous. You see, NPCs observe with a literal line of vision. So people found that if you drag a bucket or a cauldron over an NPC's head, it blocks their line of vision, making everything in their shop or house open game to your thieving ways. This exploit has spawned many hilarious videos and montages of the sheer ridiculous things you can get away with such an amusing idea. In the same vein as the other world building elements I've previously mentioned, did you know there's hard drugs in this game? It's kind of common knowledge now, but occasionally you'll find a Khajiit peddling skooma or a beggar asking for some. However, you don't need this stuff to have a trippy time. For whatever reason, there's a strange glitch in which a person's skin and bones will be missing. It's kind of terrifying in a hilarious way. All that'll be left are hair and clothes. Skyrim is filled with many elusive and dangerous creatures and threats. Dragons and bandits litter the landscape, ready to cut you down at a moment's notice. No matter how dangerous these seem at first, they are manageable. Daedric lords also play a role in this game, causing danger and peril if crossed. However, again, these are manageable. So what's the biggest threat of a new, low-level player? Well, you'll come across these pretty early, and they don't look threatening. You'll find giants either chilling in a group or on their own, tending to their mammoths. You don't need to attack them, but they often have a hoard of items or treasure nearby, so it could be worth taking them out, right? I mean, how bad can it be? They just look like oversized goblins. Wrong. These things are death incarnate. Cross these without the right equipment, and they will send you up in the air. Literally. They'll send you into an amusingly buggy death animation, making you want to make a save and do it over and over again. Until the usefulness of resources in Fallout 4, items such as cups and plates have always been relatively useless in Bethesda games. However, one such item stands out due to its hidden potential that makes it one of the most powerful items in the game, surpassing many god tier items in usefulness. The item is the Platter. In a normal world, this item is a serving dish for various foods, both in-game and real life. However, one thing the Skyrim counterpart can do that our real life platters can't do, sadly, is help us pass through walls. That's right, in Skyrim, you can pass yourself through a wall with a platter, and if done right, you will zip straight into the place you're trying to go to. This is what helps speedruns of the otherwise 40+ hour game be brought down to within an hour. Truly, this is the most powerful magic in the Elder Scrolls universe. Bethesda are kind when they expand the range of their open world games by introducing horses. You can buy them, hire them, or GTA the hell out of them to help you get around the vast, explorable world of Skyrim. However, be careful, wandering travelers. The physics engine the game is based on can be temperamental, and one reportedly amusing glitch sends you, on your horse, flying many kilometers in the air. Amusing while it's happening, sure, however, as the old saying goes, what comes up must come down, and a landing from that height will not end well, if you make it that far. Often this glitch will eventually cause your game to crash. Skyrim keeps up tradition with open world Bethesda games by letting you do all sorts of little acts that makes the game more human, such as eating, drinking, exploring and sleeping. Sleeping doesn't feature much in many games, but in Skyrim, pretty much everyone sleeps. It adds an extra element of depth as you can wait until night to assassinate an NPC, or even drink their blood if you're a spooky vampire. But maybe, if you're lucky, you'll witness a strange event, a needle in a haystack of odd glitches. While an NPC sleeps, you can sometimes observe them just floating away, simply rotating slightly and drifting onwards. Maybe they're dreaming of flying, and the Daedric Lord of Madness, Sheogorath, has blessed this particular person with his wabberjack for his amusement. That's what I like to think, anyway. In an attempt at some in-depth world building and atmosphere, Bethesda has its NPCs doing labour and work as you wander towns. Guards will patrol, blacksmiths will be smithing, and so on. One job you'll often see, which matches the wooden visage of a lot of the towns, is lumber work. You can see workers slaving away at the mills, hacking away at wood. One glitch that is both immersion breaking and amusing is a mix-up of items held. At times, you can see an NPC holding on to the item they picked up, whilst stilling the animation of their work. So, which is it, sir? Are you carrying the wood you just cut? Or are you going to just keep cutting away? Skyrim's NPCs are programmed to be very lifelike. People will shout at you to buy their goods, will be scared if you're doing auspicious behaviour, and will approach you if they want something. However, it's rather courteous if they approach you standing up and moving like a human. This glitch happened when Not Just 7 on YouTube tried to kill the innkeeper, then left the inn while he was down. What resulted was the innkeeper following him while laying flat, dead on the ground. I don't know whether you should laugh or be scared, but I found the whole idea of this hilarious. Skyrim's unique gimmicks revolve around dragons and the lore around it. In this game, you are a dragonborn, naturally able to speak the dragon language whilst harnessing the power behind the words. There are gifted individuals who are able to replicate this power to a lesser extent. To do this glitch, you have to lure one of the greybeards to a cliffside and attack him. At some point, he will freeze you with one of these shouts, causing you to fall and tumble while rigid. This, mixed with the zany physics engine, causes, well, you'll see here, in this video captured by YouTuber Kagedrengen. It's tradition in the Elder Scrolls games to start the game as a prisoner, a blank slate in which you can create your own origins from. From your fresh start from the clink, you are given your freedom to go from rags to riches if you wish. Skyrim's interpretation to this has you starting on a carriage that's been taken to an imperial execution ground. However, to get this fresh start, you will have to make it there. This glitch involves the automatic pathing to really screw up, causing some hilariously strange jumping around in what's supposed to be a serious cutscene. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's list, and if you did, leave a like. And if you want to see more lists like this in the future, subscribe. And if you want to see more lists like this now, click here for my top 10 frightening Easter eggs in gaming, or here for my top 10 best monster taming games that aren't Pokemon.